All right, guys, just received 5 mystery boxes here. We're gonna open it up, see what's inside. Stay tuned. All right, guys, check out the goodies. They were in the box. Merry Christmas to Big D from StingerElectronics, AAMP of America. We got some items here so that we could become fully Stinger Accessorized on the OSS bench. Walk you through a little bit of what we got here. This is just one of the rolls, but we got some OFC power wire. This is 8 gauge. Have some red, and you see the black here, so that we can use that as speaker wire for some of the big amps, and we can use it for, you know, some of the smaller old school amps. We don't need 4 or 0 gauge. We got some reducers here, 0 to 4 and 4 to 8. So that gives us the ability to run larger power wire into these old school amps that don't have a whole lot of terminal size for the power wire. We got some stereo interconnects, audiophile grade. This is the 4000 series, and this is the one that goes from an 1/8 inch to RCAs, so that I can hook it up to the Alpine and we can play an iPod, iPhone source, whatever. And then we got in some of the 6000 series RCAs, and we originally got some of the 9000 series in, which is the highest end, the most audiophile grade of the Stinger interconnects. But the ends on them would not work in a lot of the old school amps because of the way the barrel was designed. So these will actually work with a lot of the old amps. So these would work great. These are going to go on the OSS test bench for all amplifier connections. We got a 200 amp circuit breaker, so we don't have to keep flipping out fuses with the bigger amps when they blow. Got some of these distribution blocks. I actually bought some of these myself a while back, and I really like these. They're my favorite out of all the distribution blocks, is it has 2 inputs, and it can be either 0 or 4 gauge. And for the outputs, it's the same way. You can either do 4 or 8 gauge. So they're very flexible. So I have a few of those, and I've already shown that. And I also love this one. This is the fuse distribution block, and it uses the Midi fuses, and it takes 2 0 gauges in, and it has 4 gauge or 8 gauges out. These are really nice. Again, I bought some of these before and really liked them, so they will be a nice addition to the OSS test bench. And then we have some of these 0 to 4 gauge dual Midi fuse distribution blocks, and these help again for multiple connections for the bigger amps. And we like those Midi fuses too, they're nice. And here's one for the ground. Takes 2 0 or 4 gauge in and gives you 4 or 8 gauge out. We also got this really cool banner. Check it out. Car audio experts here. Stinger, high performance, car audio accessories. Had to find somewhere to hang this up in OSS Labs. The side of my Ranger is not its resting place, but it does look cool for right now. Get it stretched out. And we also got this Stinger SPS 70. This is a 70 amp power supply for the bench. So I know you guys know that I already have capacitors and stuff for the bench, but we got this so that we could hook it up, you know, to a battery and test amps maybe outside of the labs here, maybe in a different environment where I don't have so much rattling from the walls. Got a digital voltmeter so that we can monitor voltage. And this is neat. This is a charge module that goes with this SPS 70. So it sets the device so it can do different charge modes, storage, or boost. So it manages the charging, keep your battery topped off just right. So that's awesome. We are looking forward to working with StingerElectronics, AAMP of America. Thank them for providing old school stereo, the accessories that we need for our test bench. This is Big D Wiz, oldschoolstereo.com. Until next time, I'm out of here.